Welcome to another episode and video on my Arduino Mega2560 connected through SPI, serial peripheral interface, with Arduino Uno, and driving electronics and fischertechnik mechatronics with change and propellers, and connected by probes to this oscilloscope set to SPI. But the first focus, apart from SPI, is pulse modulation with respect to the motor that stands still. Last time I changed the wires. I swapped this wire as well as this wire, just over and over, and one time the motors worked, other time they didn't. And more specifically, if I connect this motor here, it always works. If I connect this motor there, it doesn't always work. So first thought is, well, this potmeter that controls the speed is somehow not quite right. Well, it turns out that in the present situation any setting doesn't matter, because it just doesn't work. So my current idea is to use yet another motor, see if that works out. Has a bit longer wires, but there is still space to connect it. So, and it doesn't matter for this motor how to connect it, as long as one is in the plus and one is connected to pulse width modulation. So now I am going to see which wire I can use for which position, and I wanted to use it like this. That's not a very good choice, so I'm gonna switch the wires. So hopefully this will be better if I can make this. No. Okay. This motor here, this motor a bit further here, still working. Now this motor is going to be in the plus, or should be, and this wire is going to be in the pulse modulation, and there is still one entrance left. And important, this doesn't work. So when I take this wire out of here and connect it to the wire here, and now there's a point, where do I put it? Let me connect it through here, and you can see that this motor works, and I connect it to the exact same position as this motor. So in this position it works, and in this position it certainly doesn't. So this proves that this motor is okay and this motor is okay, but that there is definitely something wrong with the control from the board. And the big question is, why? Why is this happening? What is wrong? I have checked the values, the pulse width modulation values, and they're correct. So how can I check them once more? See, with this it works fine, nothing wrong. Once again here, it works. Once again here, and just one free hole here to be sure, and it doesn't work. Okay, that's enough. Let's try to find out why this is happening. Alright, so I'm at the current mystery of motor that doesn't work and another motor that doesn't work at the same spot, and I have to concentrate on this part. The oscilloscope has no value right now. It is there, but yeah, it is set to SPI, which does work, but that's it. Currently though, pulse width modulation, analog out pin 6 doing the motor. How does it do the motor? I have to go to here, output value, analog right output value, and it's a mapping for the motor, which I always have done before. And if I look here at the Mega2560 side, motors are all through mapping, the exact same kind of mapping. Do I have to multiply the mapping? Oh, that's an idea maybe. Okay, so let us then multiply the mapping by 2. Will that help? I have no idea. Only way to find out is do it. So everything is set here. So let's upload and see whatever happens. Done uploading, but there's no change. It doesn't start running suddenly. And there's one wire that keeps going out of the board. And let's keep this third motor connected as well. You never know what happens. But so 2 times is not an option. Well, it is an option, but let's see. Let's not concentrate on this now, but on output 6. Now 510. Okay, so with 510 I take a screwdriver and I'm going to change the potmeter. Alright, that's the lowest value. Changing the value again up and up, and it doesn't do a thing. So if this doesn't help and this doesn't help, what is the problem?
The pulse width modulation is set in pin 6 and it has a maximum value to 56. So may I have ruined anything? I don't think so. I can also use pin 5. Is it wise to use pin 5 then? Well, I can always try. So let's make another one. Make pin 5. That means that I have to go right here, somewhere, analog right, and here I had pin 7, which is not one of them, as this information shows, so that was false. And where did I go? I lost track. Here. I make this output pin 5 and log out pin 5 output value. So basically 5 and 6 have the exact same thing now. So will it change when I now put it in? We'll see. Redefinition of, yeah, okay, this should be 5 of course. That is better. So all I have to do now is put the wire into pin 6 and see whatever happens.
Alright, so I reprogrammed it to port 5. Let's see if that works out. And the answer is it doesn't. Nothing happening. Looking at the code though, it's both they're both active. So could I do anything with that? One to one and one to another. That may happen, but that's just a thought coming out, and I don't have any wires at hand, not any loose wires. So two different ones apart, that is not an option for the moment. Thinking what I have been doing right and wrong, right or wrong. The potmeter value is being read. Then an output value is being calculated or being mapped. And then that same value is now being put out through 5 and 6. 5 and 6. So it doesn't matter on which port I do what. This should work. And well, if the wire would cooperate, it would be very nice indeed. So this would should be working as well. and yet it doesn't. So would now this swapping this wire, would that help? Let's check again. Taking out this one, no it doesn't. Putting out this one here, yes it does. So that is still a mystery. Why does one work and why doesn't another do the same? Right, not being careful. So still the swapping works for one motor only. Which makes me think, is the other motor or is this output not suitable for it? Well, if I look so many episodes ago at the same situation, it did work and it stopped. And the first time that I swapped these two motors in connection, this one worked here. So I'm still not at the bottom of this. Where does it go wrong? And right now, unfortunately, I cannot answer. So I'm lifting this up to over to another time. Which means that the focus is now going to be on SPI, where I noticed something strange last time. Namely with the strings. So let's take a look at those.
So, focus shifting to SPI. As you can see right here and here, you can see that SPI does work, no problem. That is with the SPI itself. Now there is a problem with something else, because if you can see here, SPDR is working. However, there is something quite not alright. And that something is the string that is being sent. Alright, let me put a switch, press the switch and see what happens. And of course this has been way too long that the switch is being pressed, because it only should be pressed a little bit for a short moment. But I do not see any strings being published. Wait, what's wrong here? Oh, actually nothing is wrong. Here things should be printed anytime. And that's not happening. If I'm not getting things printed here, what is happening on the output side, on the Mega2560 side? So let me change the side. Mega2560, and the port is also Mega2560. Then serial monitor. 200. And 200 is from where? Exactly here. 200. Then go back to 10. Last time I also got 26. However, this is 26, this is 26. I want this to change this into a very different, into a rather different digit, so I can make out if this is going on or this. Because yes, I made here SPDR A and here SPDR A out, but how quickly can you read? And now, where is the 200? Where is 62? So anyway, let me change that. Oh, no, I cannot do that. Well, I can of course, but this is where characters go, and 62 is A. 621 is nothing, but neither is 200. So it would make a difference. Let's do that. So I'm going to change this in 621, just a digit, not A anymore. That will stay just here. So changing board 2. Oh, this is 2 now. Wait a second. Can I do both again? This is remarkable. This is still on the Uno side. Okay. So, upload. Done uploading. Now I do here the serial monitor at the Uno side. And how is this one? At the Mega side. Serial monitor at the Mega side. This is much more convenient, of course. I could do it in the past, but then it was made impossible, so do I see something new happen? Let me scroll back a bit. No. And of course I have to keep in mind that this is it working, and I don't see values coming here. Any value. Here, SPDR L, SPDR U, SPDR value. That is a strange one. SPDR A out, 48. That's strange. SPDR A out, which is here, and it says 48. So now I have the, this assignment that goes wrong. And SPDR A is 48, which also goes wrong again. What's going on? Okay. After watching the output going by, I do not see any sign of the strings that are being sent. Meaning, of course, this character string and this one. They are not visible on this side. Apart from that, when I open and close and open this monitor, I do see some values that I, for the rest, do not see. Let me close this one, open again, and here you see 200, which is, as I already pointed out, 200 right here. If you can follow the cursor, right next, right left from the oscilloscope image. Now here's 200 as well. Though I see SPDR mu is whatever and equals 10, and then you see something, or think you see something. Then value goes back to 10. So when I close this again and open it again, what happens? Again 200. And here I see finally a value that I wanted to see. So how come that those values are not always being shown? Let me do it again and watch the oscilloscope. And here, this is what I want to see. And again 200. And mind again the oscilloscope. There you go. So how come that this is happening? This is really weird. I really need to get behind this because this is not very nice. Does the motor run? I don't know yet. Let me close it again and open it again. So you see here all the SPI signals going. The motor doesn't run. And once again, close it, open it, and here you see SPI going. So yes, it does work. Does it work as I expect? Not at all. And now upon close observation, I have more questions than I can sure answer. It has to do with opening the monitor, but why and how I have to find out. Okay, where to go from now? From here.
Okay, where to go from here? Well, still mechatronical issue to solve. Two motors that don't run on the Uno, and actually three motors, because if I connect this one to the Uno it doesn't work either. Well, it did work. The motors are okay because when I connect them here they do work, all of them. Reprogramming output from 6 to 5 is didn't work out. Then SPI again. Coming to more surprises, two monitors at the same time, and also it turns out that when I open a monitor on the 2560 that the SPI suddenly shows on clock, data and select. I hadn't witnessed that before. But then again, I didn't open and close the monitor each time. I just let it open. So yes, it does work, but why is a great mystery to me. But that leaves stuff for next time. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and leave a comment. Very much appreciated, and give it a thumbs up. You can also follow me on Twitter, if so retweet and like and leave a comment. You can also follow me on Instagram, like and leave a comment. Very much appreciated, and I always respond. Please donate to keep videos coming to you. You can also become a patron and have your name mentioned, either just on my website or with my videos, depending on the pledge you make. More information on my website. And this is going to be continued. Once again, thank you for watching. Bye bye.